Okay, so we've already demonstrated the manual dispense. We're going to move on now to the pneumatic spray. What we have here is a pneumatic gun with an atomization kit on the bottom. This is what's going to break up the paint at the end of the static mixer. And if you look, it's pretty similar. Same technology is pneumatically driven. 2 push plates that are going to push the seals on the cartridge at the same rate. So again, always on ratio. And through the static mixer and out, breaking up at a spray tip on the end. So go ahead, and we've prepared this cartridge already, like we did for the manual. It's been shaken about 2 minutes. So we're going to start by removing the cap and the retaining nut, or the C90 cap here. Set that aside. And we're going to show 3 different spray assemblies here. First, we're going to show our standard Conical. This was the origination of this whole spray technology for cartridges. We're then going to move on to our newest tip, which is a fan pattern. This came at the request of a lot of painters in the field at the shipyards who kind of get used to seeing that airless fan pattern. So we created a fan pattern tip. And then we're going to show kind of our specialty tip, which is a 90-degree tip, which is going to allow you to get into a lot of angles that maybe you normally wouldn't be able to. Okay, so we're going to start with the standard Conical. We're going to seat this mixer right on top, just like we did for the manual. Secure that down with the retaining nut. Okay. So we're going to pull our air line here. Attach it to the regulator. Okay. And then on this gun, we have a forward and reverse switch here on the back. Okay. So forward is what drives the rods forward, which is going to push your paint. Switch it back, reverse, and that's what's going to allow you to remove the cartridge when you're done. We're going to start in the back position. We're going to pull that trigger. And we're going to hold those seals back. We're going to drop our cartridge in. Let it go. And we're going to put that, see, starts to seat itself. Now we put it in the forward position. Now that it's in the forward position, we're going to attach our spray assembly to the atomization kit. Again, it's just a quick connect here. And to release that, just push on this ring, pop right off. So very easy removal when you're done. Now I can connect that. Then we're going to start here. We're going to start on our atomization pressure. We have it set, typically we start about 30, 35 in the open position. So right there, we're at about 30. Might up that a little bit. And again, that can be fine-tuned, maybe up, if as when you're painting you find you need to break it up a little more. Or if you find that you're getting too much overspray, you can always dial that back to reduce the overspray. So now that we have it all set up, we're going to go over here to our waste bucket. And we're going to prepare this cartridge again, just like we did before. We're going to point the gun up, and we're going to just trigger that. We're going to trigger that in the, first we're going to lower the pressure here on the back. This is your dispense speed. That's how fast the material is going to push. So I like to back that out all the way, and then maybe about a turn or 2.5 in. We're going to point this up. We're going to bump our trigger in each direction. You see both materials going in. Point it down. Into the waste bucket. What you want to see here is about a couple inch stream before the stream falls off, and that should be about the adequate material flow. So that's pretty good right about there. And now all we're doing is picking this up. We're going to turn our atomization on, and we're spraying. Pretty simple stuff. Done. Always let go of the material flow on the trigger first, and then your atomization. What that'll do is that will allow any residual pressure at the tip to come off, reduces dripping. So now we're done with that. We're going to move on to the fan pattern next. So I'm going to quick disconnect this, and then I'm going to go set this up, and we'll be back with the fan pattern.